recordings beta. What it is, pimp? We live. Got the male, the woman bashers on here tonight. The professional woman bashers. We'll have a woman bashing night tonight. Just kidding, y'all. Just gonna talk badly about women. There's a difference.
Well, you know, we got to start off.
I'm gonna make that a topic. What is woman bashing, ladies? Make that a topic. Oh, I got my alert from YouTube. We live, y'all.
Oh, what's the alert?
No, it just lets you know when the show is live. I have a woman back.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can't do that. We'll have echo. I can't put it on the phone.
You can you can turn your you gotta turn your volume and all that down on your phone. You can watch.
Well, I don't need to be on my phone.
Pretty Town, what's happening? Got Pretty Town, Jeremiah, and Shonda in the building right now. Shonda, I sent you the link. We need at least one crazy woman on here. You the perfect candidate.
Got a friendly reminder, my microphone is active.
What's up, Tam? You gonna come on tonight? What's up, Kat? I see Kat in the building. Nigga say she in the bed. Kat, you want to come on and represent the women tonight? Don't be shy, Kat. Tam, why you don't never come on? How your name Pretty Tam and you don't want to be on camera? That don't even make sense. These people want to see how pretty Tam is. You can do a little cameo appearance.
Oh, you know what, man? I saw today. Now,
okay. That makes sense
then. You know, it's been almost 2 years since Kevin Samuels has passed.
Is that right? We gotta do a show on his day. What day he passed? Do you know?
Oh, what day did he pass? Was it April? It was March or April. But you know, after Cat Williams came out, then you know a lot of OG actors, you know, folk that have been in Hollywood a while, spoke on it. And Desmond Williams, the guy that played Lamont on Sanford and Son, he said that that Kevin Samuels' demise, that was on purpose. It was intentional. Because
somebody killed him?
Yeah. Because what he was doing was helping women get right. And you know, not the culture, but corporate America have been making money off of women being independent and by themselves, you know, men against women.
Yeah.
You know, after the feminist movement and they started spreading this propaganda through Cosmopolitan, and that's how the word spread, and that's how, you know, sisters became feminist. You know, they sold them this independent dream. And as a result, women spend a lot more money. So they make a lot of money off of black women being independent and single. And Kevin Samuels was starting to make a difference to the point to where they was like, oh no, we can't have this. And so they deliberately took him out because he was starting to have a negative impact, you know,
on their bottom line.
Yeah, on their bottom line.
You believe any of that true?
Yeah, but it's like the pharmaceuticals. Dr. CB is telling folk how to get well without going through the drug companies, and they took them out. Same thing. You know, these folks went through a lot to establish this business of getting money from women, being single and independent and unmarried. It's big business. And you know, it's a lot more women than it is men. They got a lot more of them that actually went to college and are in debt. Now, if these same women had got married to men and were living like most other women, then you know how many billions of dollars that would be off the table automatically? Keeping women independent. So what?
You think we should think so we should actually, so if we was to think making dollars or getting rich, or like they say they put what did Kevin Williams say about Kevin Hart, basically saying they put him in a place.
Yeah, they said he was he was a plant. You
yeah,
know,
plant. So if we wanted to be a plant, it would kind of make sense to push keeping families apart. So we should, if you want to be a plant and make some money, it almost makes sense to say do the opposite of Kevin Samuels. Like make videos and basically be a simp and be on the women's side and be like, you know what? No, women should stay single. You think that'll get you a plant?
Well, people like Ace Metaphor and Derek Jackson, man, they stay rich. Them dudes are doing very well off of this very thing. Yeah. It's kind of like a preacher that say, you know what? I'm going to just go along with everybody and I ain't going to preach against sin. There's a lot of money in that. Because once you start preaching sin, against sin, and get people to stop, you know how much money, you know, cigarettes and tobacco and drugs and all the other stuff. You know how much money they would lose if folk repented, if they got that straight message. On the same note, those people will offer, like if you listen to Geno Jennings, they done offered him the world. They've literally offered him the world, and his position is, oh well, you can't give me nothing. God can't give me, and then I don't want that anyway, because you know heaven is my goal, and I'm not compromising for that. You know, he literally.
What he told him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one thing about Geno Jennings. Geno Jennings is up front and has said all of this. What I'm saying, he done said it. They didn't offer him land. They've offered him organizations. They've offered him, and he's still got those things. People are coming in, bringing their whole congregation, being baptized again, and following the Lord. And he never charges any money while everybody else does.
So you think people paying their tithes and offerings is preachers making them pay?
Yeah, a lot of those mega preachers. Yeah, that's the whole basis of why they're doing so well. Because they got a lot of members paying
What about the
tithes and
small
offerings.
churches? What about the small churches?
Well, same with a lot of churches. Well, I don't know every church, but I do know where a pastor takes a salary from the church, which, it's not against the law or biblical principle for that to happen. But on a smaller scale, it's not as noticeable as in the big churches. But the thing is, if your whole idea is prosperity and your thing is you make people pay because you're planting a seed and God is going to prosper you, well, it is big business for pastors that do that. I can't say every pastor. I can't say small churches is doing it. But it's no doubt that the big churches are doing it. I mean, the TD Jakes and the Creflo Dollars and Joel Osteen and there's a couple of 60 Minutes episode where they just take the time to tell you how much all these pastors is making and what their homes look like and how much the jet they got, their private jet that they fly everywhere in costs.
I thought I heard something like a year or so ago that I thought Creflo ended up saying don't pay tithes and offerings at his church no more or something.
Yeah, but that was after 20-something years. Yeah, I heard he said that. But before that, a whole bunch of stuff. He said that if he had his way, before somebody came in, they would have a card and they would swipe the card and the card would identify the person if they paid their tithe and then they would get, come on into glory, come on into glory, come on into glory. But if they wasn't paying, then a big hole would drop under them and they would just fall into hell.
I know that fool ain't said that.
Man, I heard.
You got to pull the clip up on that. I don't believe you.
Maybe it was somebody
made that up on my dog.
Maybe it was somebody impersonating him real good, but it sounded like him to me.
That sounds like something one of the comedians would have came up with.
Well, Jay Farrell, he could imitate everybody. Hell, Jamie Foxx could imitate anybody. But I don't know. He went through the whole spiel of what I just said. And it was like, wow, I can't believe I heard him say this. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. You know what? Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I don't believe that. I ain't gonna let y'all put my boy out there like that. It's Creflo.
Hold on, Creflo. Let's look for Creflo. First of all, I couldn't believe that was his real name first time I heard it. I'm trying to think. I ain't even never heard of a person with the last name Dollar before.
Now, I think I've seen him say he gave himself that name.
Well, why would he do that?
I remember now, but
why? I mean, come on, man.
I used to listen to Creflo a lot, and I used to listen to TD. What up, Bob?
Hey, what's up, fam?
I used to listen to Creflo a lot, and I used to listen to TD Jakes a lot. But then when they started doing all that, almost every preacher I've known did some prosperity preaching some way. Even the ones that weren't doing it for money. You got simp preachers just like you got regular simp men. So they always trying to get on the women's side. But they had started doing it just way too often. And I don't like listening. And then I think what made me stop listening to Creflo, he started mentioning money way too much. When you start mentioning, I think that's the same thing made me stop listening to TD Jakes. It's like when you want them preaching, y'all, you talking about making money and all this stuff, and you're going to lose me because that ain't what God preaches. God don't try to teach about making money. Matter of fact, he says, store your riches up in heaven instead of here on earth. So that's one of the reasons I stopped listening to them guys. They still got some good lessons, though. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, what's up, bro?
You might not want to be on tonight. We bashing women tonight, God dog. Hey, well, you can speak up for the women, then. You a lady man. You speak,
hey, I'm only gonna
the
speak
duck
on
closed,
it.
this nigga got a little soft on us,
I'm only gonna speak up on it if it's right. If it's wrong, then we can't speak up on it.
Oh boy, that's a blanket statement there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know nothing
that ain't
wrong to
right.
say about women.
You don't know nothing wrong to say about them?
Right.
I mean, they do a lot of wrong. Well,
I don't know nothing wrong to say about them either.
Wrong,
Hey,
but I ain't got nothing wrong to say about
I'm against bearing false witness against my neighbor anyway.
My thing is with women, they just need to accept
there
men.
You go.
They need to accept men like men accept women.
They ain't gonna do that.
There you go. You bashing women. That's
I've been watching.
That's all you gotta say,
Bob. I've been watching a couple podcasts, and it's amazing. Like, let's say you make 45,000, 50,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
You and your girl, you make 50, she make 50, and y'all living pretty decent. Y'all got 2-3 times y'all monthly bills per month left over. If the man was to somehow go from 50 to making 150,000 a year, he will allow his woman to retire if she wants to. But if the ladies were to do the same to make 150,000, they still would want they guy to pay half. They wouldn't retire him.
Hey, it's cold out there for us brothers, I'm telling you.
And they swear they love us to death.
And always want to talk about double standards. Yeah, they got the double standards worse than we do.
Oh yeah. Only double standard we can kind of tip our hat to for us is we ain't considered hoes when we mess with a lot of women.
Right.
Everything else is on their side.
Because I'm like, it don't even make no sense that if I was talking to a chick and she was talking about she don't allow her dude. She was talking about she getting married. I said, well, let me know when the date is so I can get your boy. We take to a strip club. Oh, he's not allowed to do that. I said, whoa. Allowed? Nigga, how old is this nigga? Is he 12? You don't allow a grown man to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? A grown man does what he want to do. I don't ask permission to do nothing. What kind of bullshit is that? I said the only person that allowed me to do shit was my mama. But not at no 21 and up, my mom wasn't allowing me to do shit. And so I told her, I said, you need to keep that nigga. If he's allowing you to treat him like that, you better keep it because the average nigga is not going to let you allow him to do no shit like that. At all.
Bob, you know what? That leads me to this one topic I got. I ain't tell you about this one, Don.
Bob, you might be on the men's side talking like all the stuff you saying. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you triggering to a lot of them.
So What do y'all think about this? Which is worse, a masculine woman or a beta man?
A beta man. Beta man. A beta man, you know,
A beta
because
man or a masculine woman? A beta man, I would say,
Why would you say a beta man?
because if I'm an alpha man, regardless of not if my woman is masculine, an alpha man is gonna make her bow down still. You know what I'm saying? She's still gonna know her place, even with her being masculine. But if you a beta man, you just letting the woman walk on you because all you care about is her happiness, and you don't give a damn how if you happy or not.
Or what's right or what's good for y'all?
Right, right.
Why'd you say beta
You're
man,
not even
John?
a leader.
because when it comes to the bad and negative behavior, a beta male will never correct. He will never check. Matter of fact, he makes her feel like she's in order when she's not. And more than not, when it comes to talking about what's right and what's wrong, a beta male will fight against you.
Mhm. I think the beta males is what created the masculine woman.
Right.
I agree. I agree.
They definitely aid in a bed in a literal sense. The
Yeah,
masculine woman.
yeah, I think that's exactly what why so many of them are masculine now, because
And
there's so many beta men.
and women will use these beta males. They get videos of these beta males and say, these are real men. Yeah, these are the, yeah. See, they validate the BS of these women.
Yeah,
I must agree, man.
yeah.
We all in
It,
agreement there.
it's
All right, I'm about to play this video for you, Jerome.
Okay.
Yeah, cause share.
Talk us bring us into it while you loading it up. What is
Oh,
it
well,
about?
this brother here is he's going to explain it, and then you're going to hear it. Hold on, here we go.
I haven't seen this video, y'all. So this is
I
all
haven't seen
bonus
it
doing.
either, but here we go.
All right.
In a sermon in public that if you did not tithe to his church, that he would kill
We're
you.
under the blood of Jesus, so we can't shoot and stone people like we used to. All we have to do is repent, and God will forgive us and take us where we need to be. But I tell you, man, if it wasn't for the blood, there'd be a whole lot of us being stoned and being in hell right now, but over the tithe. But for the blood of Jesus, we'd be doomed. I mean, I thought about when we first built the dome, I wanted to put some of those little moving bars and give everybody a little card. They stick it in a little computer slot. And if they were tithing, beautiful music would go off. And, you know, welcome, welcome, welcome to the world dome. But if they were non-tithers, the bar would lock up, the red and blue lights would start going, the siren would go off, and a voice would go throughout the entire dome. Crook, 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 crook. Security would go and apprehend them, and once we got them all together, we'd line them up in the front and pass out Uzis by the ushers. We'd point our Uzis right at all those non-tithing members because we want God to come to church. And at the count of 3 Jesuses, we'd shoot them all dead. And then we'd take them out the side door there, have a big hole, bury them, and go ahead and have church and have the anointing. Aren't you glad we're under the blood of Jesus? Because if we were not under the blood of Jesus, I would certainly try it. If you take time.
Boy, if you don't get
Yikes.
Hey, you thought You thought I was lying. Hey, now I heard this maybe a year or two ago, but yeah.
You think that was Creflo?
Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah. It sounded like him to me.
First, I didn't think it was him till he said something in there. Then it sounded like him.
Yeah. I mean, he talked about the dome. I mean, it's very specific.
Here's my thing with the situations with the mega churches and those preachers that are prominent in the eye and making all this money. If they was taking some of that money and like when people in their congregation have problems, they could come to their church and say, for instance, you run out of job, you need your rent paid, you need food, you know what I'm saying? You can come and get money that you put in to the prosperity of the church. Or you had daycare so where they could take their kids to where so they could work and don't have to, if they're doing something for the community and the congregation and you make it all that money, then you could tolerate that. But for you to get all this money and you put it in your pocket and you living nice and me and Don and you is barely getting by, struggling hard, and they know you struggling, but yet and still you expect me to make this tithe every Sunday. I barely got money for lights, water, gas, but every Sunday you expected me to make this tithe, and when I need help, you can't help me. That's my whole problem with the church.
Yeah, I've been to churches that helped out. What you're talking about, Rob. And I agree, the whole point of they used the collection, if you read the New Testament, was to aid needy saints. When the Apostle Paul collected from the church of Corinth, it was to take it to other churches in Jerusalem, where there was need for the saints. So he said, concerning collection of saints, that everyone lay by you in store as God has prospered you. And he said that there be no collections when I come. So every Sunday, every first day of the week, they would collect. And it was usually to help other saints, basically. But it was people were never charged to hear the word being preached because the gospel is free, and
that definitely is my whole problem. John the Baptist was preaching the word. Jesus was preaching the word. They wasn't getting no money, no tithes, and then they was just preaching the word. They wanted the word of the God to be spread to each and all. They wasn't accepting money and taking money and need their pockets lined to preach the word. You know what I'm saying? If you fed them a meal or gave them shelter, that's all they needed to go and preach the word. But you know what I'm saying? They done made church a big business now. It's then got real out of hand with how churches became big business.
Yeah, and the apostles, they worked.
Yeah.
The Apostle Paul was a tent maker. Peter and them were fishermen.
Jesus was a carpenter.
Right. So
what he fix? Like, you know what? I keep hearing that. I sure want to know what he didn't fix, or did it just say he was? I never even read that part.
Well, Joseph was a carpenter. So, it was their tradition, teach their kids whatever trade they did. But other than us knowing that Joseph was a carpenter, it never said anything about Jesus actually having a job. That's not to say he had one, but they teach that because they assume he was one because his father on earth was one. Even though,
well, he probably learned the trade.
Mm-hmm.
Probably never did nothing, but he learned that trade. That was what his trade was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what a
yeah.
carpenter did back then.
I wanted to because it wasn't like they really had carpet back then. You know what I'm saying? So what was
That
he?
nigga
What was he?
said carpet. That ain't what a carpenter is.
I'm trying to
Yes.
think. Carpet. No, it's okay.
Oh
Because you know
Lord.
what's his name
What
was a
school you
what's
went
his name
to?
was a carpenter. What's his name that died? Winston, is it Wilson was a carpenter.
Wilson
He did
died?
carpet. Yeah, Wilson dead.
When he
When
died?
Wilson died?
Wilson died like a year ago.
Boy, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
I've
No,
seen Wilson.
No,
no,
you
it
haven't,
wasn't.
bro. Wilson was playing dominoes. They played dominoes on. They was playing dominoes on Tuesday over to what's his name? Vic's house. Yeah, Wilson. Wilson died of cancer, bro.
I think you got it wrong.
No, I don't have it wrong. I
Wilson
promise you, I
now
don't.
Wilson did get real sick and disappeared for a while, but he didn't die.
Yes,
Now
he
he might
did,
be,
man.
if he did, it wasn't over a year ago. I know that because I ate with him at King's Table in less than a year ago.
No, King's Table was not open a year ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
Yeah, it
was.
was. King
Just,
Table was not. Yeah, King
just
Table was my
closed a
bad.
few months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's if it ain't been a year, it's been close to a year. But yeah, he's passed because I'm
You're
like I
gonna make
said,
me
I go down
call
to.
Wilson after I get off this phone.
I got it.
You talking
Call
about
him.
Jamaican?
Yeah,
Yes,
the carpet man.
yes.
That's not a Bob. That's not a carpenter though.
What is it?
That's just a man that does carpet.
Okay, so what does a carpenter do?
He works with wood.
Yeah. He
You know, he makes cabinets and dressers.
Oh, okay, okay.
And that's what a carpenter does. Stuff like that.
Yeah, he probably makes furniture.
Might make a wooden door, you know. That's what a carpenter does.
I'm with you though, Bob. It sounds like a person that does carpet would be a carpenter.
Right.
That make more sense to me. It's almost like a driveway is where you park, but you drive down a parkway. It's kind of backwards to me.
Hey.
I think I heard a joke about all that.
I said that joke 20 years ago.
Mm-mm.
Just,
You know, Big Larry passed.
who was Big Larry?
Larry Johnson?
Not Larry Johnson. Big guy. He had a curl. You sit at the
Oh,
bar.
with the Jerry curl.
Yeah.
What's called his son?
He passed. He passed like 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, had a massive heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still
One of my domino guys just had a massive heart attack and died 2 days ago.
Who?
He said somebody in California.
Do y'all see Bones? How Bones doing?
Boys in Cali.
Bones?
How Bones doing?
Bone Master?
Yeah.
He had a stroke.
Did he?
Yeah, I called me and Jerome. I called him with Jerome. And we talked to him around early in the year. And it might have been almost a couple of months ago now, huh, Jerome? Time go by so fast.
Like a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Bone done had a stroke.
Man, I see Out the Boot Man maybe a month ago. Went down there and drove past his house.
That's what made us call Bone. He was looking for Bone. That's what made us call him.
Oh yeah. Well, I usually call Bone his birthday. Bone's birthday is exactly a week before mine. So
okay.
When his birthday come around, I call him, wish him happy. But this year, and normally if I call him, he don't answer. He call right back. But he didn't. And when we finally got a hold to him, we know why.
All right.
But he's doing okay. He could talk.
Oh boy.
He was working.
We've been trying to get some people to come down to our center to have a domino day on Tuesdays from 2 to 4. But I ain't been able to get nobody to get down there. But yeah.
Oh, let me.
And I ain't seen Larry Johnson's ass. They be over to Vic's house playing on Tuesdays. And I'll be
Oh,
at work.
Vic. Where Vic live?
Vic live off 59th and Jackson. No, not 59th. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
we
60th
gonna have to
and
fool with
Jackson.
Vic.
Yeah.
Vic
Who
was
is
always Vic was always
Vic to
cool.
cut hair.
You
Oh,
remember
okay.
Vic?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So I go to the barbershop and shoot the shit with him and shit and all that. But yeah. I'll be trying to check on my Green Duck folks because since the Green Duck didn't pass, left, man, folks been dying like left and right.
What's up, Taffy and Misha?
Like we done lost a whole lot of soldiers from the Duck since Jimmy got killed.
Taffy, I'm gonna send you the link so you can come on live.
So, Ron, I'm going to Dallas with you in May.
I don't believe it.
Oh, okay. All you gotta do is send me the dates, bro. How much?
Send me your money.
How much?
You don't go. You don't get it back.
How much?
You just said $100 deposit. I just want to make sure.
$100 a partner.
Send me $100. You don't go. You don't get it back.
Bet. I'll hit you up payday. I'll cash app it to you.
Okay. You want my wife to all right, when you hit me up, I'm gonna have my wife reserve your room.
Bet. That'll work.
You got a block on some rooms up there for the tournament. Taffy, I sent you the link. We need a woman on here. We got some questions for you women.
How come y'all don't give oil when y'all go on y'all monthly?
Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
That's where you coming?
What the kind of question is that?
Hey,
goodness gracious.
You supposed to pleasure your man. You supposed to pleasure your man. You know what I'm saying? Just because
Absolutely.
Just because you know, I understand you going through your situation, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean we both should be punished because you going through your situation.
Goodness.
See, that's what happens when you too nice. You're just too nice.
Bring her on the show, Bob.
Listen, that should be a maximum minimum requirement.
Hey,
I mean, you need to have standards. You need to raise your standards.
Yeah, I don't know.
If up to now that's been an issue.
For who?
Say, why don't y'all give oral?
No, that used to be a problem. I don't mess with women that don't do certain things at this age now. If you're not doing certain things that I need, that I feel I need, then I don't even mess with you.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
On that case, I mean, you can ask a woman that question, but if you got to ask a woman that question, then you shouldn't even really be talking to her.
Yeah. I mean, but we can do a poll in here and ask how many of these females give oral when they on their menstrual and a man wants to have sex.
Cadillac say because the hormones are crazy at that time. So let me ask you something, Cat. Are y'all hormones crazy all the time until y'all stop bleeding? Meaning y'all ain't never sane while y'all on your menstrual?
I was told that they're hornier when they're on their period. That's what I was told.
Yeah, so that should settle that.
Right.
But that's about that. Cat.
Yeah, that's in a world that if it made sense.
You know what? I think all women nowadays are just lazier and more selfish.
I agree. It's all about what you can do for them.
I agree. I'm going to make that a topic. Are women today lazier and more selfish? What do you think, Cat? Cat, are women today lazy and selfish when it comes to their men relationships.
I want to see if she sound like Barry White when she talk.
This is what she said, huh?
Yeah. Get on. Get on. We need a woman to answer these questions anyway.
What's up, Shanae Crim? Shanae Crim? Shanae, you want to come on live and join the panel? We need a woman up here to answer some of these questions.
At least one woman. We got to balance things out. Especially the way Rob is talking.
Now I'm gonna send you the link.
He's definitely loving men, not women so much.
See if you join. What's going on? Check your messenger, Shanae. I just sent you the link so you can join the panel. Answer some of these questions we got for women. So they be giving me problems on her comments. I be commenting on some of her posts. I think we be beefing.
I'm trying to hold on and wait before I go to work.
Kat say she trying to join. What's the problem, Kat?
I know a topic.
I sent it to your messenger, Kat. It'll be easier to join from there. Yes, you do, Shanae. You really do.
While that's coming up, you know, another topic. Someone asked me why I post all these negative comments about women since you say I'm bashing women. But the reality is I love women. And I love women. And that's it amazing. Makes me sad when I see them behave so badly. Oh my God. They behave badly.
Women, Don, do you think women know they're behaving badly? Or do you think they're unaware of their actions are perceived to be bad in men's eyes?
No, I think they know what they're doing. I think they do it on purpose.
What you think would be their reasoning for doing such?
They feel empowered and free.
They say it too.
Yeah, they have a freedom. And because they don't have husbands, the only person they have to be accountable to is themselves.
What you got to say about that, Shanae and Kat? Why y'all out there wilding?
But they think men don't have to be accountable. Now, I'm going to just speak for myself on this. I have a son, I have a mother, and if I do something stupid, and I have to explain to my son what I did, that's accountability. Not that I need my son's permission or whatever, but a lot of times I do it to show him the strength in being accountable, explaining yourself. And one thing I learned with playing dominoes at the Green Duck and having people look at your hand and critique it is the accountability. I actually learned how to play, why to play, and the little nuances of the game because I had to receive all the criticism, especially when I sucked real bad. I made real bad plays. But being humble and admitting that, yeah, I made the bad play, I made the wrong play, and doing a self-inventory. why did I do that? It used to be early on in my sobriety. If you asked me a question and I was ashamed of what I did, I'd lie automatically. Because it was hard for me to learn to be honest, but also accountable. I'd be embarrassed and ashamed that I'm actually talking about this or in a situation where I'm in the spotlight. And so the first thing I do is lie. So I had to pray to God to help me with that, to be honest with me about me, and then be honest with other people. In other words, accountable. And then God spiritually helped me to grow out of that, where now I can talk about what I do and explain. And likewise, I teach my son, pay attention to yourself. Know why you do what you do. Because if you are doing something, a bad behavior, then you get the strength to be able to change it. You know, but by learning from your mistakes. So accountability is very important. Being grown don't mean I had the power to do what I want. It means now I'm mature enough to be accountable to the people in my life I need to be, and to make sure that I live up to a standard.
I think that's another one of the problem with some of the most of these women today. The standard is so low when it comes to them being a decent woman. I put it that way. It's like, oh, man, I seen something earlier. Man, I should have wrote it down. But it
Yeah,
was just another example of it. It's like, that is, I forgot. Matter of fact, I think I was talking to you and I said, man, these women are just trash.
right,
But
you did.
Crazy, man.
You did. But it's because, man, they lack, which not all women, but it seems like the women that be talking on the internet, they say we shouldn't be talking on the internet. And they try to gaslight us by saying negative things about it. I commented on the video today. A woman was talking about, you know, this man did this and he begged me for some children and I gave it to him. And men shouldn't be talking about women. So I said, well, you're doing the same thing by making this video. But what I was going to segue to, why I post these videos, because the narrative for a long time was women are innocent and above reproach. And even if a woman do something wrong or out of character to a man, their response is, well, he deserved it. He probably deserved it.
Yep.
Yeah. And so they never have to be accountable for what they do. They can always justify it, and they can always go back to being a victim.
Even if they don't say he deserved it, I've even heard them say, and I heard this a lot of times, especially on these podcasts. Well, some man probably did something that made her trauma like that, and that's why she's acting this way and all that.
Right.
Like, you niggas ain't never. It ain't. You know, people have taken away good and evil. It's like we're in a world now where everything is excusable. There's a reasoning for everything. There's no this person's just ain't right or this person just evil. It's always a reason. That's why I didn't like that's one of the reasons I didn't like, even though I'm not saying he was evil, but when Draymond Green got suspended his last time, and they going right to the he had something mentally going on. I hope he gets the help he needs and all that stuff. It's like, no, Draymond's just an asshole and he does stupid stuff. But there's nothing wrong with him other than the fact he just does stupid stuff. and don't care, or whatever the case may be. But that's
Now,
kind of how the women are now. It's like they not doing stuff wrong just because, like you said earlier, just because they grown and they can do it, so they doing it. They got to have an excuse why they doing it. Like, no, they just wrong, and that's why they doing it.
right. So it segues into me showing these videos. And the main point I'm making is that these women have awful character. I mean, they are awful human beings. There's a video of a woman. Now, here's the problem too with posting these videos. Anytime there's a video that shows negative character of a woman, and I show 1, 2, 3, 4, however many I show, instead of saying they need to stop this behavior or stop filming this behavior and putting it on video for any reason, well, you're bashing women because you're showing it. And me and you, we've had this conversation before. They say he keeps showing us in a negative light. And my response is, I just share a video that someone else made. I didn't make the video, but the video is showing a negative behavior. And it's showing that these women have no character, or the character is bad. So the video I shared, one of the videos I shared, was a woman. She was getting her hair done by her friend. She probably was braiding it, got bundles, that kind of thing. So she calls her boyfriend, and she say, so she let her know before she called him, I'm gonna call him, and I'm gonna ask you, and you're gonna say $300. And she was like, well, hey, this is the last time I'm gonna do this because I don't feel comfortable doing this. And she said, don't worry, girl, I'm gonna give you extra. I'm gonna give you an extra tip, but I'm also gonna go to the mall and do some shopping. But she said, well, okay, well, this is the last time we're gonna do this. And so she goes through with the call, and he cash apps her the $300. But now you don't want to talk about the behavior, or you want to dismiss it and say, oh, well, that was a skit. The woman giving her away, and she looked genuine when she was doing it. It'd be one thing if she was playing along with it and she threw that in, and you could tell, oh, they all just faking. But if the man saw the video and was upset and decided to take her to court, then show the video, well, that would be evidence that you ain't, you're not a good person. You're not a decent person at all. So how women had justified in calling men cheating or lying, and it's 100,000 videos out there of women doing that in the most egregious way. It's too many videos of women who they find out that they baby and the man they said was the father ain't the father. They cheat just as much, but they're cheating. But it's a Chris Rock joke. Their lie is the baby is yours. So, but it's a whole lot of bad character out here. And how we gonna get together with all this negative character on the other side? People will have to repent. People will have to humble themselves and admit that they're wrong and then be willing to get in position, proper position. But these women ain't getting married either. You know, and it's happening more and more. So what's up with the character? That's what I like women to talk about. Older women used to check women when their character was out of place. You remember a couple of generations ago, older women in the church, they will pull a sister over to the side and say, you can't do this and you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But now the older women are trying to keep up with the young women.
That's funny. I said this 30 years ago. I said the world finna get bad. And I forgot who I was even around. They was like, why you say that? I said, because, and it was only a few women then, but that's when women started wearing pantsuits to church. And I was like, yeah, the world finna start getting bad. And they was like, because they wearing pantsuits, they still dressed up. I said, yeah, but women don't wear pants to church.
Right.
And so they like, naturally like they'll say, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you wouldn't see nothing wrong with it. And actually, there's nothing actually morally wrong with it. But for you to even have the thought to do so is going against what's traditional and what you know or was taught was expected of you in the church. So for you to do that, that means you have a certain mindset. Oh, we got Cat in the building. Yeah, Mystical in the building. What's going on?
Trying to get over this little cold. I told you my nose was stuffy. Somebody said they want to see if I sound like Barry White.
You don't sound like Barry White.
You kind of favor him though.
Shut up, ass White. You always been a hater all your life.
Come on, stop it. I'm your biggest fan. Your only fan, actually.
Whatever.
You got an echo on your side. You got a cricket phone?
No, I do not. Thank you very much. T-Mobile.
Cat, what you had to do to get because yours wasn't working at first either. Shanae's having the same problem.
I just I went because you sent me the site. I went to it and I clicked on it a bunch of times, and then I guess it just worked this time. I don't know what I didn't do the first time, but it popped up.
Well, there you go, Shanae. Try that. You can do it. I got faith in you. I know you're a little slow, but you can do it. Cat can do it. You can do it. Trust me.
But no, can we go back? Can we go back to a question that somebody had mentioned about women not wanting to do oral or anything when it's that time of the month?
Wait a minute. So you come on here and that's the question you want to go back to.
That's what y'all was talking about.
Not necessarily. Bob shouted that out. But go ahead.
But no, well, I'm speaking for myself, really. No, I've never done it. I've never that's a turn off for me. That's a turn off. To do that when it's that time of the month. The hormones are going crazy. You're just all over the place. You want to, it's like you fiending for it, but it's like, no, can't do it.
So basically, you're admitting, I'm gonna mute you, and when you get ready to talk, let me know. So basically, you're admitting that y'all are selfish because you're trying to talk about what pleasure you're going to get out of it, and it's supposed to be for him. Go ahead.
Well, for the both of us, because I wouldn't really be off into it, if I try to do it and, and it's that time and it's like, I'm just not in the mood. So it's like, why even do it if I'm not feeling it?
Well, because he want to feel it.
And he don't want to cheat.
But I'm not gonna perform like I would want to. So, I mean, what's the point?
I mean, we'll be coach you through it.
I think that means you need to practice pleasing your man without getting any, not necessarily without getting any satisfaction. I think the satisfaction should come from you actually pleasing your man, actually. But for you not to please him because you're not going to be pleased actually puts back the selfishness on you. It's like, all right, well, I ain't going to do it because I'm not going to feel, I ain't going to even feel like I'm even performing like I really want to perform. Men don't always perform like they want to perform.
Well, see, I'm a Capricorn, so us Capricorns have that thing too.
No.
Us Capricorns had that thing to where we have to be at our best at all times.
It makes absolutely no sense, but I get it.
That's a Capricorn for you. Hey.
So you gonna blame the month you were born in on your selfishness?
Call it what you want to. That's not being selfish. If I can't give it my all, then why try to half-ass do it?
Because he'll take a half-ass. Sometimes you take a half-ass because it just needs to be done. We don't want him having prostate cancer and stuff like that because you don't want to half-ass.
Right. And he don't want to cheat.
He don't want to cheat. So let me ask you this, Kat. So since you don't want to half-ass it, but you do want him to be satisfied, right?
Correct.
Since you're not selfish. So why don't you find somebody to do it for him that ain't gonna half-ass it so he can get what he need? That way he's getting what he wanted, you're not being selfish and you're not underperforming because you don't want to mess up your perfect record.
No, he can go on about his business then.
Well, won't you half-ass it then?
Well, if it comes to that, to where if I know my man is in need like that, like he just has to have it, then yeah, I will. As his woman, I'll do what needs to be done.
You need an applause button.
She's lying, Don. She's lying.
So
what'd you say?
You know what time it is, so don't expect, your cake and ice cream.
Well, listen, let me explain something
and ice cream.
We're gonna give you some advice on the man tip. In that situation, it could be half-assed. It's gonna get the same results.
You could be coach. You could be coach the other half of the way.
What's up, man?
What's happening?
And I don't think you want to join this conversation that we talking right now.
I've been trying to get on here, but listen, he talks so much shit.
Who, Don or me?
Back up nothing. Stop, sir.
Me or Don?
He know who I'm talking. He know who I'm talking about.
I guess I'm the only other he.
Yeah, you're the only other he. So
I talk stuff and go back to stuff
because it took me forever trying to get in.
Well, Kat brought her nasty self back. Kat, when you want to talk, hit the unmute button. But Kat brought her nasty self back on here. Bob was on here earlier, and he said, "Why don't ladies perform oral on their guys when they're on their periods?"
See, so, you can't have me in that conversation because
that's what I said.
I love pleasing. No, hold on. I love pleasing my man. Period. So I'm gonna do that automatically.
Cat said, Cat, tell her what you said.
You already know what I said.
She was trying to get on.
She was trying to get on. Oh, trying to get on. It was hard getting on.
Yeah, it was.
You know, it was. Yeah, it was. It was hard getting on. It just wouldn't go through.
Right.
I don't know why. So I tried like 3 or 4 times. After that last time, I was about to give up, but it went through. I didn't do anything different. It had me to, and I clicked on it, and that was that. It started working.
Well, let that be a lesson. Never give up.
Ass.
Ain't he? He's a straight ass.
Damn.
So why do you feel women shouldn't give oral sex to their men when they on their menstrual?
Cat. I think she was speaking about herself. Actually. She said because she's not in the mood and the hormones, and she would have.
Some women don't feel comfortable doing that. And in the beginning, I did. It took me a long time. I was with my ex for 8 years. We were together for 8 years, and it took me quite some time before I did that. You know, and he was the only one that I did it with. So, yeah, it took me a while.
I'm the wrong person to be in this conversation.
Now go ahead, girl. Do your thing. Speak your truth.
Well, I love pleasing. I love pleasing my fans. I mean that I
Wait
get
a minute. Hey, Shanae, your pastor is watching this. Shut up. Goodness.
I just said I'm the wrong person to probably comment to that.
I said you didn't have to speak on it. Little nasty ass woman.
Okay, well, what's the next topic? Now let me go back to the original when you said women are selfish or and what?
Lazy. Are women today lazy and selfish when it comes to relationships?
Absolutely.
Now we know this night, and I be y'all too.
Yes.
All right. Now, why do you say yes?
Because it depends on the situation. And I'm going to just speak from my point of view of what I see a lot. Because a lot of men now don't carry their weight. And they want us to bring 110 to the table and they bring 20%. So I see a lot of women, but see, I was with someone and I was the money maker. And so, you know, he's gone now, my youngest son's father, but so I made a lot of money and so we just reversed the roles. He still had a part-time job, but I'm making over $100,000. So yes, he stayed at home with the kids. I came home to a hot plate. I came home to laundry cooked. I came home to clean home. But that's what worked for me. So nowadays, I do see that with a lot of women. Now, who I'm with now, I mean, everything is we equal. Like he can cook his ass off, and so I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna try to wash my mouth. He's more of a cooker, so I let him do what he want to do when he want to get in that kitchen, and when he wants me to make something, then you know.
But why you say you think the women are lazy and selfish though?
Because you just have some that I have to agree. I am one of them women that I'm just not gonna go one way. I see a lot of women that are lazy and selfish. I see a lot of them go one-sided on that. See, I'm 51, just turned 51. All that $40 and you know all that stuff. The generation and the times have changed. And what I see is they want us, you know, older folks to start to be on their page. And no.
I'm a 25-year-old.
I think that's actually what's wrong.
Hold on, that's my youngest son. He said he's 25 and he can make a peach cobbler.
So if y'all got some single nieces, hit me up.
Oh, he's so childish. But my baby does his thing in that kitchen. But no, so I really see it both ways. I see some women just don't want to do anything, but I've actually seen bum ass men.
Now, do you think the ladies are like that because now women are making more money now than they've ever made, and they're more masculine?
I can't say. I mean, to each his own, but I, 9 times out of 10, they lonely. They lonely.
Yeah.
If you come in a relationship in that mindset, I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work. That's why we have so many single by choicers, as I call them. What you think, Kat?
I am right now. I am single by choice. I just got out of a 8-year relationship. But don't get me wrong. I want me another man, but I'm just not gonna go for any and everything.
So would you say, hold on? So would you say you really not single by choice? You would choose to be in a good relationship if you was to have one, but since you don't have one, you use the term single by choice because you choosing not to just rush into another one.
I'm not rushing. That's right. I'm not rushing.
So actually, you're not single by choice. You actually want to be in a relationship. You're just not.
Well, I have a few that I could choose from, but I just, I'm just taking my time. You have to take that time for yourself, especially coming out of a long-term relationship. And it's a lot of crazy folks out here nowadays. I mean, I haven't dated in a long time, in over 10 years. I haven't dated in 10 years. So I'm figuring out the new dating thing. And it's been a little crazy. So
I'm gonna give you some advice. So let me stick to what you do. Don't try to conform to what these niggas doing nowadays in dating. Stick to your standards and what you've always had as standards. Don't lower your standards or change your standards based upon how folks are dating and doing things nowadays. I think that's the main problem with the dating world now is our age group is trying to be like these young niggas.
Absolutely.
We listen to the same music.
The women are I'm sorry to interrupt. The women are as well, and I can't get with it.
Yeah, that's what
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
You are right. Because some of them out here trying to act like they're 25 years old.
And so that's why she's having such a hard time to actually find a good person, because so many women are now degrading themselves. And if you don't, you ain't with the program. No, sir, I don't have to do all that. No, just don't have to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They want to come over to your house as soon as you meet them and this and that. I'm old school. I need to know we're going to meet in a public place and we're going to date multiple times before we get together, before I invite you anywhere. I'm not going for that. Even though I have a huge family and I know a lot of people, but I don't fool with a lot of people, and you've been knowing me since we were kids. We grew up together. So, you know how we roll, but I mean, just nowadays, there's so much going on. There's so much craziness. Guys, when women don't want to date them anymore, they turn around and want to kill your ass.
Well, some of y'all deserve to go.
Damn.
Ain't that some shit?
Damn.
Ain't that some shit? You know
what do y'all two go to church?
Yes.
I haven't been in a while. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been in a while.
I think that's the main. Well, I know that's the main problem because most of us don't. You have to. I mute you, Kat, because we got an echo every time one of us talks when you're not unmuted. So whenever you want to talk, just unmute yourself. But that's the main problem now because the morals have changed within people. And it used to be all right when the morals changed. Well, men's morals pretty much the same. you know, as y'all used to say, niggas ain't shit and all this type of stuff. But men are pretty much still the same. Actually, they probably a little
Absolutely.
better because they're a
Absolutely.
little softer now. But women are the ones that have changed. I mean, I remember the church. Church gonna be full regardless, but it's at least 80 to 75 to 80% are gonna be women at least. But now the women won't even go to church. I remember when I was dating before I had gotten married. That used to be one of my required dates. Woman had to go to church with me.
Yep.
And it had started getting to a point to where women would leave me alone because they wasn't going to church with me. I'm like,
You know
how you
what?
have a problem with going to church?
I did that before when I was single for a while. I did the same thing she was for maybe about 7 years. I was single for a while, and it's by choice. But don't get me wrong, I was still doing my thing when I wanted to. But that was one of my things. I would test men and say, I want to take you out on a date. I want to take you out on a date. What's wrong with you? Why you single? And when I say by choice, something got to be wrong with you. No, when you have been in a long-term relationship, you know what? You done picked up so many bad, nasty habits in those relationships. If you don't give yourself time to heal and change some things, of course you changing every day, but you got to get a lot, especially if it was a toxic relationship. And that's what I was in.
Let
So
me ask y'all too something. When y'all are taking time to heal, what's the process? How do you heal? How do y'all go about healing? Shanae, you answer first, then I'm gonna unmute you, Kat, and you answer.
for
What's that
me,
like?
for me, time to heal is just on some self love. Just period. Just I don't care if it's exercising, yoga, just focusing on me. Because majority of the time, what I used to realize that I did is put a lot of my time in men. You know, I wasn't really focused on my needs and what I really wanted. You know, it was about pleasing them.
That
So
was the
what
right
I
thing
did
to do.
is I stepped all the way back and I was like, no, 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 no. I had to edit myself to see why was I doing that. And so it was just about me, period. And
Right.
when I wanted to do what I wanted to do, I did what I wanted to do, but you go home. Goodbye. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're terrible. Go ahead, Kat.
Damn.
Well, pretty much the same here, except for just being a loner. I can be and they say us Capricorns are loners. Yes, I am a
Hey.
loner. I am a big loner, so I can just go to work, come home, cook, and just be to myself. That's it. And I got one great grandbaby. I deal with her. That's my heart. And just spending time, just self-love. Self-love. I don't believe in going out, sleeping with this person or that person, even though I may know them. I may have known them for 20 years, but I just refuse to. I don't, want to go around. I don't feel comfortable with just sleeping with someone just to be doing it. I have to have feelings for that person. I'm old school. So, but I practice a lot of self love and just a lot of time for myself. And that's it.
So y'all didn't love y'allself when y'all in a relationship?
Absolutely. Of course.
So why would you have to break up and then go and reflect on yourself and love yourself after the breakup? Weren't you doing that as you were with the person you were with?
Yes,
For
absolutely.
for me, I can honestly say I made bad choices in men.
I can see it.
I made bad choices. I
Y'all
was I
normally
was
do.
I was I was for the bad boys. I honestly I was for the bad boys. So yeah, I made bad choices. And so that's why I say what I say is because I had to step back and reevaluate some things.
So I think both of y'all kind of grew up in church somewhat. And I think y'all went about it the wrong way. Now, you weren't wrong for always trying to please your man. That is your job. Now, you may not have been reciprocating it, and that's why y'all end up breaking up, but you were doing right on that part. I think the problem was, and you know this as a Christian, your job is to do all the things God said do.
Right.
And then he will give all these other things to you. And I think when we get in relationships, I notice with women especially, when y'all fall in love and do all that, y'all kind of push God aside and y'all focus too much on the man. So it ain't about you not putting yourself or focusing on yourself and putting all your focus on the guy. I think you kind of like made the guy your God and pushed God to the side. And that's why God didn't bless the relationship.
I can say I did that 100%. Absolutely.
So I think that's the number one problem with relationships with y'all women, when y'all be saying, I had to reflect on myself and, all this, self-love after the relationship. I think the main problem is women do. They kind of, they focus on so much on their relationships that, like you said, Kat, you slowly stop going to church. And you know what I mean? Before you know it, you don't even remember the last time you've been to church. You know what I mean? So it's like y'all kind of kick God aside and make that man y'all God, because y'all want the relationship to work so bad that y'all focusing so much on the man and God he's a jealous God, so he's not going for all that. So that's why
I did exactly what you're talking about. Exactly. And so who I'm with now has been my best friend for over 20 some years. And but that's one thing we do practice now, for as going to church. Not only that, just writing down journals for ourselves, um, and our communication is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Because, and that was another thing that I had an issue with. I can honestly say it was me. I picked the wrong man. I was looking for something, thinking I was looking for something, and that ain't what it was. And so I caused myself a lot of pain. I can't, I'm not one of them women to say, oh, all men ain't shit. No, I'm not. I can honestly say when I've done wrong, you know. Actually, my man right now say I tell the truth too much. He was like, you just but I've had several men tell me that. They like, baby, you so honest. And I'm like, I just am. And I don't know. I like she's a Capricorn. My mother's a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn, but a lot of my cousins and people I know Capricorns, we are brutally honest.
Well, Kat ain't. She lies a lot.
Okay.
Oh, shut up. I am very honest. I am a very honest person, but I blame, like I said, like she was saying, I blame myself too, because I dealt with someone for over 8 years, and 8 years too long without getting married.
That part.
And he was a total narcissist. He was. I dealt with it, and then I cut it off for a minute, then went back to it, and because that's what I was used to. I got so comfortable and used to him until I finally said, okay, this is the last straw. This is it. I'm done. That was 8+ years too long. And that was my fault. I don't blame him. That was my fault. I should have been moved on.
Y'all know, I actually talked to Kat through her breakup right before. As a matter of fact, she was living out of town and she had to move from, what was you, in Florida?
Yep.
I talked to her and she was thinking about breaking up, and we talked about the relationship and stuff like that. And she knew she needed to break up, and I told her, yeah, you need to go or whatever. And I think I tried to even make a bet with her that she wasn't gonna leave. And
You
she
know what
actually,
the thing is with us women, because I did the same thing. The problem was really when you go out and you try to see other men and other relationships and stuff like that, you be like, damn, I'd rather just deal with what I'm dealing with. You know, sometimes we stay in that mindset for a while. Like, I'm gonna just keep dealing with this. Until you really realize, damn, 10 years on down the road, it wasn't worth it. It just wasn't. Period. So
yeah,
I agree. I agree. You realize, a little while later, it's not worth it. And all those years, I could have,
can't get back.
been married and with somebody that I was in love with and blah blah whoopty whoop. But I stayed with this guy that was a narcissist and just kept throwing off getting married.
You see, my problem
But
is
we
I've
met.
been proposed to many times and I said no. I told them all no. Seriously. And it was because I knew I wasn't ready. And the thing is, you know what I see nowadays as well? People treat marriage like it's nothing.
nothing will
That
break
is
up in a second.
disturbing to me.
Hmm. Because God's not in it though. See, God's not in these marriages anymore.
Right.
Most of them, well, a lot of them. And that's why it's so easy to, every time somebody get pregnant, I told this to my son and my little partner and all that, even my wife. I said, once you get married, the devil is going to attack your marriage. Y'all could have been getting along perfectly, but as soon as you get married, even though you might not even brought God in it, but it's still God is in it because you're doing what He ordained for you to do. And people will break up for the simplest things when they marry. Like you could have arguments over something when you married that y'all been having arguments way before y'all got married and y'all never even thought about breaking up. But once you married, that same exact argument, one of y'all gonna be like, I'm ready to get a divorce. And so that's how a lot of people treat marriages now. It's like the simplest things will make you leave. Any sign of trouble, any anything that's not, especially with women, because the women not happy here, y'all will leave relationship in a minute. But for y'all two that went through the stuff y'all was going through, I noticed women tend to not break up with guys and stay in these long relationships knowing they should be out of it because y'all have invested y'all time. And so for some reason, when y'all invest a lot of time in a man or a relationship, it's hard for y'all to leave it because y'all.
You know what? That was my younger days because I'm gonna tell you what I know Kat felt this way. What we think is this is what we're truly thinking. Damn, he got a good woman. He see what I do. He see all this. He's gonna change. No, the hell he's not. But we don't get that until the end. But we want to believe, oh man, he see what he has. No, no, And so that's what with my situation right now, what I'm in is I told him strictly, we are speaking of marriage and everything, but I was like, God is coming first, period. We have to get married, do marriage counseling. Just a lot of things people don't do anymore.
Y'all should come to me for counseling
That's cool.
and a marriage counselor, but I want to counsel y'all for real though.
Are you a pastor?
No,
Okay.
I am a Christian though, so it
Okay.
will be Christian counseling. But I'm a good counselor because unlike the pastors don't necessarily always tell the truth because they're trying to kind of be light because they don't want to hurt the woman's feelings a lot of times. That's why a lot of men don't like going to counseling because they kind of cater to y'all women
Well. That's my son in the back.
So
When
a
I
lot
say
of
he got,
times,
he's 25 years old, but you would think he's 65. He got an anointed over him. When he counsels a lot of people. He counsels so many people older than him. He's been doing this since he's a child. People don't even believe when he starts to speak. They like, what? But you know, he's living his life very, righteously. I was just about to say righteously. Like, a lot, he gets a lot of backslash. Do you mind if I? They don't know you from a can of paint. But people give him a lot of backslash, because he's 25 years old and he's a virgin, and oh man, you need to go on and do this, and he's like, I'm not about to have soul ties like that. I'm not doing that, you know. So a lot of family members and friends and everybody pressure him. Won't you just go on and get a piece? Just go on. And I'm like, son, don't listen to them.
that's right.
Don't listen to them. No.
I tried to have Cat do that when we was younger. Told her, keep your virginity. Don't go out there and be like your other sisters and brothers. But she didn't listen.
With you.
Say it again.
I said I did. That's why I never fooled with you.
Ooh.
You was like a little brother to me. I wasn't trying to fool with you.
No, we were like brother and sister though. We did. I mean, I think I could count on him to have my back if I was, walking down the street and somebody bothering me. I could count on him to have my back. He was like a brother. He was, but being with my ex, it was like I wanted to hold on because I had been in the relationship for so long until I finally was like, no, this is it. But you know what? When I had that truck packed, ready to move back to Kansas City, I was all packed up. And he tells me, come on, let's go to the courthouse and get married right now. I said, you got to be out of your freaking mind.
That's funny.
He said, let's go to the courthouse right now and get married, because he didn't know I was serious until I had that moving truck packed up and getting ready to head back to Kansas City. He knew that was it.
Have you ever been married?
He knew that was it. No, never been married.
Yeah. Same here.
No.
There's
How
a
long
woman
have you
out there
been
for
married?
you, Cat. There's a good woman out there for you, Cat. Just keep trying.
No, I don't want no woman, baby. I don't want no woman. Absolutely not.
Well, men ain't working out for you, so I'm just saying. There's
none yet. Now I've been going out on a few dates. But yeah, I've been on a few dates.
Can I tell y'all my problem? My biggest problem. I like them young.
We know. You look like old cool. Let me see. You 51. That man probably 40.
He's 41.
I was finna say 41, but
yeah. He's 41. Yeah. But my children's
give me an older man.
No, my children's I didn't try all that. I seriously, I've tried that. The oldest I've ever messed with is 10 years older than me. He was. And when I say he acted like a child, and he been knowing me since I was 13 years old.
That's it.
Finally gave that man a chance, and when I say he acted worse than any young man I've ever messed with, I was like, and it was because he wanted to keep up. He wanted to still act 25 years old and 30.
I know.
And I was like, sir. He wanted to dress like the young man. He listened to the same. Now, don't get me wrong, for his slow music, we can two-step ourselves off. But other than that, he was listening to the same rap music as these kids. He was dressing like these youngsters, and I was like, sir. We're not gonna get nowhere. I promise we not. No. But don't tell me I look like
me and my ex were 18. We were 18 years apart. Me and my ex were 18 years apart.
Who's the oldest?
Who's
And
oldest?
he was oldest.
Oh hell no! I
And
don't think old like that is money.
but if you've seen him, he looked like he was much younger. He took very good care of himself.
But as
He
well
looked
as you
much
seen,
younger.
he act. What was his actions like?
He dealt with a lot of things from his childhood that he wouldn't let go.
We all have, and I'm so tired of hearing that.
I don't excuse it.
Yes.
I'm so tired of hearing it.
I'm right. I got to that point to where I would not excuse it. He dealt with a lot of, he used that as an excuse for a lot of things, for not getting married again. And just, yeah, that was his excuse, just dealing with a lot of trauma from his childhood, not forgiving his mother. He hated his mother and all types of crap, stuff like that. He would tell me. And
Never
things
Me and
that,
my
deal with a
mother
man
don't
that
talk
hates
to
his
this
mama.
day because that's her. It's a her issue, and at the end of the day, I'm not gonna allow that to take hold of my relationship. I pray for my mother's soul every day, and I'm her oldest child, but my mother still holds on to my hating my father. And at the end of the day, you chose him, I didn't. And because I chose to want to be around my father growing up, she she has a problem with me. Not none of the other children. They're by other men, and that's fine. I pray for her soul every day, but I had a very hard childhood. I've been on my own. I left home at 17. By the time I was 17, I had two children back to back, 16, 17. And and I did that because I wanted someone to love me. I felt just, you know, so what I say is I've been through my own trauma. So when men try to bring that to me, I'm like, oh no, no, no. Cause I didn't went and got help. I didn't did, like I said, I did my own work. So you not about to bring all that on me. No.
And what
If you still 20, 30 years on down the road reflecting on something like that, then no.
and actually, ladies, listen. If a man use that as an excuse, that's him running game. Men, first of all,
Absolutely.
men don't hold on to trauma.
Women
Men,
do.
men fix problems and get over it so we can move on.
Yep.
We don't hold on to trauma. And matter of fact, don't too many things traumatize us anyway. When a man starts talking like that, that's game. He's using all this stuff he's been hearing all these women say for the last 5-10 years and all that old nonsense. But ain't nothing happened as a kid that a man, you say 18 years old, that nigga in his 60s. You damn near 60. How old are you?
62. He's 62.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
This nigga 62 talking about some childhood. He can't even remember his childhood.
So I just turned 51. So the guy that I'm talking about, he will be 51 in September. And when I say, yeah, he did
You
the
mean
same
61?
thing. He was 61. Well, he's gonna be 61 this year as in September, but it was the same thing. I don't want to get married because of this, and so I didn't waste much time on that. I just didn't. I was just like, okay, goodbye. And we still good to this day. Any man I've ever been with, still to this day, try to come back for me, and I'd be like, hell no, hell
Well,
no,
we know
hell
what you
no.
said earlier, so I'm sure they are.
They are, yeah.
Same here. If I run into an old flame, they be trying to come back. No.
Yeah, my youngest child be like, mama, I don't know what's wrong, but all them men act like roaches when it come to you, because it don't feel, if they not in the ground, they coming back around.
I just hope they don't see this tape.
They probably won't. But I'm gonna tell you something that you spoke of that was real. In 2015, I decided to get baptized again. I got baptized. My mother baptized me when I was about 12 years old. So
That's when I got baptized.
2015, Yeah, 2015. I was like, I got baptized, and my older two children's father. I had three children. The older two children's father, he's a pastor. Him and his wife came over, and he wanted to do Bible study with me before I got baptized. He said, "I need you to understand some things," in which we did. He came over, but as I went and I got baptized that next morning, as I walked out, the pastor grabbed me because I didn't care what church I went to. I was like, I need somebody to baptize me. I was just going through it. And that pastor grabbed me and he said, "Young lady, do you understand what you just did?" I said, "Yes." He said, "No, you don't." And I said, "Yes." He said, "The devil's about to come for you full force." And I said, "Okay." He said, "I'm going to let you know that now." 2 weeks later, I met a man, started dating this man. Later on, found out this man was married. And then that's something I've never done in my entire life. I've watched sisters, cousins, aunts, everybody do it. For Shanae, it was a no, no. 2 months, like I said, 2 weeks later, I met this man, asked him, was he married? Told me no. We going on down the road in a relationship. And I'm a snooper. When things ain't going right, I'm gonna start digging, and that's exactly what I did. And I found out that he was married. Now, did I stop messing with him? No. And by this time, I called myself in love. And all I'm gonna say is, when I say God whooped my behind for that, when I say God whooped my behind for that, man. So I say all that to say this: I don't play with that when it comes to marriage and everything. I was engaged a few years ago, and young man that I was dealing with was a great young man, but had a problem with alcoholism, and he felt like it wasn't a problem that he drunk every day and all that. And he felt like, if I go to work and I come home and I take care of the bills, what is the problem? The problem is he was drinking Viaca at the time, and drinking Camos. I used to drink. I've never done any drug a day in my life. I used to drink, but I drank Hennessy. I didn't drink rock gut stuff. Now, anybody drinking Viaca straight out the bottle is a problem. And he ended up start turning very violent. And so that is what ended my situation when I was gonna try to get married. And so I just want to say, when I said I took that break, from that long break came in from me when I messed with that married man. And God whooped my behind. And he set me down.
Hey, I want to have y'all on here. Matter of fact, I might do another show tomorrow. I want to have y'all on here. I want to talk about is God against men having multiple women? We did this podcast before. And I brought some
Because
verses
in the Bible they say no.
that God is okay with men having multiple women.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
But we've been taught you ain't supposed to. But
absolutely,
according to the Bible, God don't say you ain't supposed to.
Right.
And it also shows, I mean, everybody in there had 700 wives or multiple
Right.
wives and concubines and all that type of stuff. So,
well, whenever y'all want to, just chime in and I'll be here.
Yeah, that's
and nice meeting you.
We ain't done yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I thought you was getting on.
Oh yeah, you are almost 70. It might be your bedtime.
I just turned 51.
Oh, I know what it is. You got to put that baby to bed. Your man.
Oh, no. And I'm glad he in there watching the basketball game, because he started off listening and he started wanting to chime in, and I was like, oh, no, baby, go on and watch that basketball game.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to get him on here.
Oh, y'all don't want to.
We're going to make sure you straight before this marriage go through.
Please. You know what? I promise. He's crazy. If he chime in on this, the first thing he gonna tell y'all, because he's ignorant, he gonna say, y'all, she beats me.
I believe him. Damn sure. That's probably why Cat had to leave Florida. She down there beating on that old man.
I wasn't beating him. Hell. No, we never had that problem.
I don't beat this man. This man plays too much and he does things and then he just get a reaction. That's what happens.
We never had that problem.
It be out of fun with him. So it's fun. It's not a squaring up. I learned that early on in life. Oh
yeah,
no,
it's fun for you because you win in the fight.
No.
Don't tell him no more.
I've been in an abusive relationship. No.
That's why you having so much fun beating him. Bring him in here. Yeah, bring Babe in here.
Hold on.
This nigga better not have a bruise on him.
Oh, he takes pictures of everything. He's ignorant.
See what I'm saying, Cat? Now what?
It's not me though.
But she ain't beating him over there.
Come here, babe, please. He said, "What's happening?"
He don't want the world to see his abuse. Letting this little woman beat on him. Uh-oh.
Babe, you don't have to get on camera, but this young man said one day he want to have you on. I said, no, you don't want to have him on. I said, but the first thing he'll say is, I beat you. I beat him.
I told her I believe you.
But will you tell him I don't beat you, for real?
Now you want to force him to lie.
He said, see, and walked off.
See what I'm saying? She said, would you tell them I don't? How you going to force him what to tell us? Just tell us to ask him.
Yeah, I don't beat him. I'm being.
Let me ask y'all something. I bet you. Cat, do you have a gun? Do you have a gun? I know Shanae got a gun. Shanae got an assault rifle. How many? 3 of them? You got 3 guns, Shanae?
I don't have any guns.
He lying.
Hold on, my baby just walked out the door. He said domestic violence got him on silence. Yeah, you know what? I'm digging in my purse right now. I'm not gonna say there's not guns in my house.
Why you digging in your purse?
Because I'm about to show you what I. No, I'm not gonna do that.
He has guns.
No, I don't. No, seriously, I don't carry a gun. Now,
I don't say carry, ma'am. I say, do you have one?
I don't have guns.
You can't even say no.
There's guns. There's guns around. I don't have a gun.
Hey, Cat.
I have one.
That nigga a felon. She can't say she got a.
I can't say it.
She a felon, so she can't say, yeah, I got a gun. Hey, you know you ain't supposed to be around them, period. So don't say it's guns in the house either.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you're gonna be in jail.
Allegedly.
You're gonna be allegedly in jail.
No. Oh no.
All right, let me
next time I get on here, I'm gonna do it from my laptop since my phone has an echo. Because my grandbaby was on my laptop.
Oh, okay. You should have put him on. Or her off. You only got one grandbaby?
Uh-huh.
That's good.
How old is your grandbaby?
She'll be 9 next month.
Damn, you old.
I have twins. My identical girls. That'd be 14 this year. Then I have one that's 9. Well, he about to be 10. And then one that just turned 7. So my daughter has 3 kids. My oldest son has.
I have 8 or 9 grandkids.
Wow. How old are you? 70?
Same age as Cat.
Your ass got about 20 kids. You know that.
I said
what?
Cat, how many kids you got?
I got 2.
Dang.
How many you have?
I got 10.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. How many
Yeah.
women?
8. I was raped a lot though.
Oh my God, that's the
You a
same
lie and a
thing.
half. You a lie and a half.
Rough being a sex symbol. I'm telling you. I was
How old are you, sir?
48, about to be 48 in I think another week or so on St. Patrick's Day.
What's the youngest? How old is the youngest?
14. All the rest grown.
Oh, baby. No, you can't get on here, baby. Just for mama.
How old is the
My
oldest?
grandbaby,
29. What's up,
my
mama?
grandbaby wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, she look like a Hewitt. All the women in their family look alike.
Really?
It's a lot of them too.
I got five sisters and 5 brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Her parents are pretty nasty.
Well, on my side, it's
Well, we all got the same mother and father now.
That's what your mama told your daddy, huh?
Now on my mother's side is 4 girls. I'm the oldest, but I'm on my father's side. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Like me and my sister is like 3 months apart, and got another. Yeah, he got a couple of apart, 3 months apart.
Do your daddy have any outside kids, Cat?
No. Mm-mm.
Is he alive?
No, both of my parents are deceased now.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
So they ain't even tell you who your real daddy is before he passed away. Ain't that nothing?
Damn.
You know,
we supposed to told you when you turned 21.
You know, we was all born in Louisiana right before we moved here to Kansas City.
Oh,
no wonder y'all so dark.
Shut up.
I knew that wasn't Kansas City black. Y'all a different type of black. I should have known you niggas from down south.
She don't look dark. I don't know if
that's how black she is. She look light on camera.
Hold on, I gotta look.
Light.
I gotta go in the light.
I'm brown. I'm brown.
I'm brown. Shanae a little brown.
I am brown. I'm lighter than you.
Hold on, let me see. Now I'm in the light. Then let me see her. You ignorant. He's ignorant. I don't even know. First of all, I don't even know who I'm talking to.
That's Cat.
No, I'm talking about you.
Jerome Wooten.
Who are you?
Jerome Wooten.
Oh, you are the one that give me problems.
No,
what be your issue with my post?
I don't have issues. I just comment on posts.
He crazy. He crazy. He is crazy.
I'd be like, here he go again. Here he go.
I be telling the truth, whatever I say. I bet
you don't be telling the truth. No, you don't. Not all the time. No, you don't.
I ain't lied this week.
This week, did you comment on when I put them sex toys on the?
I ain't see that. No.
Okay, good.
My algorithms won't pick that up. I'm a Christian.
I'm glad it wasn't in your algorithm. I'm glad it didn't touch me.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get nothing like that. I get all Bible verses. That's what I be commenting on.
What? I ain't put up a Bible verse yet.
you will every now. You will say something about God.
I will. I'll say some things, but see, people don't understand, and I have to tell my family and friends this because I get so many calls on. Was that post about me? And I'm like, I get paid to post things. What are you talking about? Are you serious? Like, have we ever had any problems? No. So why are you calling me? That's a guilty conscience on your behalf. Are you talking about me? Because why would you think my post is about you? From my family members. That's what I'd be like.
I bet it's
I have to block a lot of my family.
It's
like
the women, ain't it?
Of course. See? Of course. It's never Is this tagged to my page since I'm on here with you?
You have
Okay.
to tag it to your page.
Good.
It is on YouTube though.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. But yeah,
I'm gonna put it on your page tomorrow.
I don't care. They too damn sensitive. You don't understand about Capricorns. Everybody,
Man, y'all don't
we
stop
are
with this
sweet as pie.
Capricorn.
No, for real, we are sweet as pie, but we are not to be played with.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's like an oxymoron. How you sweet as pie and nothing to be played with? Stop it.
Because we will do anything for you. But if you think you about to get over on me or talk crazy to me, it doesn't work that way. It just simply don't. I demand the same respect.
You just described 98% of black women. Ain't no damn Capricorn.
No, I'm trying to tell you, Capricorns is different.
Play though.
Say that again, Kat.
I said us Capricorns, we don't play. You can't treat us any kind of way and think you're gonna get away with it. Oh no.
And I'm not playing. If you ask anybody about a Capricorn, I say Capricorn and Sagittarius. Like my man is a Gemini. He is an asshole. He's an asshole.
Most men are assholes in women's eyes.
No,
I've been called an
my
asshole
man
for
will
so
tell
long.
you he's the entire ass. He will honestly, brutally tell you I'm the entire ass. But you know what he told me? He said, Shanae, because we've been friends for over 20-some years. He said, I will say, you the first woman that has out assholed me. And I'm like, you damn right. Yeah. You ain't gonna get that off on me that you get off on them other women. Quit playing with me. No, doesn't happen.
All right, I got a topic for y'all. Then we can get on off here.
Okay.
Strictly from what you just said. Can y'all read that?
Can men and women truly be friends?
Yes, absolutely. I have several male friends, and we just don't cross that line.
Yet.
Absolutely.
I say no.
Kat, so do you believe they truly your friends?
No.
Kat?
I'm gonna let her speak first, and then I'll tell you.
Kat, you think they truly your friends?
Yes, it depends on how long we've been knowing each other. I trust them to a certain extent. That's always been my thing.
That's not a friend. Then.
I trust you to a certain extent.
Okay, so if you were to attempt to have sex with all of them, how many of them you think would say no?
Probably none of them.
Well, that ain't a friend. Damn it.
That's not a friend.
That's a nigga waiting, being nice to you and waiting till it's time. That's all that is. Just all right. Shanae is a perfect example. This man waited 20-something years.
Yeah, he was really boyfriend number 2 for. He'd tell you. He waited. He asked me when he was like 27. He was like, "Can we?" And I was like, "Nah, baby, you ain't ready yet." But I will honestly answer that question. No, anybody that has been my friend wanted me. Didn't matter. I don't care what shape, form of that we start off. Oh man, you so cool. Da da da. But the more and more we get to know each other and we're around each other talking, each and every one want to have sex.
If you notice,
so that says I never had. I had friends with benefits. I'm just being honest because
you know what, Kat? I bet you this nigga got a sex tape out here somewhere.
You know what? I do not, because at the end of the day, I was a repeat offender. Let's just make this
She is
perfectly clear. I was, because like Kat said, I'm being honest with you. Trying to date and meet new men is disturbing. For real, I don't even trust. This is how bad it is. I don't even trust a man picking me up, going on a date, and me riding in his car. I don't trust that anymore.
I gotta drive.
I don't know what you've done. I don't know.
I gotta drive my own car.
Yeah, I don't know what you've done. I don't know who's looking for you. No.
It takes a minute for me to
Yes. Yes.
trust and get involved with that person. We got to go on multiple dates, in which I have
Yeah.
with the guy. Go on multiple dates, meeting out in public, not letting you know where I live until I'm comfortable. I just have to get to that comfortable stage with you before I let you know where I live.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been a repeat offender, so we're gonna have to do a whole nother topic about me.
Yeah, we're gonna get you on the show tomorrow. I'm gonna do another show tomorrow since my wife going
Okay,
out of
now that I
town.
know how to do it,
Yeah,
because it took forever trying to get in there. I was like, I even called
But
my
normally
son.
it don't. Sometimes it's something wrong with the link. So
Okay.
or sometimes it's depending on what device you're on. If you got stuff open in your browser, sometimes
Yeah,
you'll
I
have
went
to
back and
close
I
it.
closed it like you
Yeah.
said because my son, he got me this iPhone 14, but I still got my Android. But
Mhm.
I'm on the 14, so anytime I have problems, I'll be like, "Come here," because you want me to step into the new age and know all this, and so I told him I'm not getting rid of my Android until I fully know everything going on this phone. So
Yeah,
he
they
gets
keep it
mad
as
at
a
me.
backup.
Yeah, he gets mad at me, and I don't care. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I would love to be on your show at any time. Me and my son is actually about to start a podcast and gonna be very interesting. Yeah, so you're gonna have to come on, be a guest on mine as well.
I'll definitely come on there. What
I
y'all's
know
gonna be
you
about?
will. Uh,
What y'all's gonna be about?
we're gonna talk about a little bit of everything.
That's what we do on here.
Yes, a little bit of everything, just not one topic. Because you know what? I know for a fact it's gonna be I'm gonna have some problems because my outlook on a lot of things is different than a lot of women. I'm gonna tell you just prime example one before we go. Do I think R.
What you
Kelly
say,
should
Kat?
be in jail?
I said we
No.
Capricorns, we always gonna think different from a lot of women.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Did you just hear what I said?
What'd you say?
Do I think R. Kelly should be in jail? Hell no.
I don't need.
No.
I'm with you.
I don't feel that man should have been charged. That
Me
man
either.
never drugged anyone. No woman has ever came out and said that he wanted them to do these things. They partaked in it. Their parents knew about it. Some was getting checks cut. Why is that man in jail?
Matter of fact, don't even talk about it right now. Make sure we talk about that tomorrow night.
Okay,
'Cause
I got you.
I was actually gonna make that a topic
Okay.
here recently. Because I'm with
Okay.
you. I don't even want to talk about it. I want to say that one. But yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be a good one because like I said, I'm down with you on that one.
Yeah.
I believe if a girl ain't a virgin and she's having sex, especially if she's right before she's finna be grown or considered adult, it don't matter what age mess with her.
I
If they
just
ain't
told you
raping
I
her,
had 2 children by the time I was 17. Well, I
I
was
know you did.
my youngest son was 6 months. I mean, my oldest son was 6 months, and then, of course, then I got pregnant with my daughter, and so they're of course a year apart. But no, and so 2 by 17. It was by the same man, but I was fast. I knew what I was doing. Those girls knew what they were doing. So yes, we got to talk about this. They knew what they knew, and the parents knew.
And guess what? I'm from Chicago. Now I
Oh
know how the
wow!
girls are down there. Now y'all talking about girls are fast in Chicago? They really fast. Like
Really?
it's 10 years old pregnant down there, and it's a regular thing to
Wow!
be pregnant at 13 or 14. So, and the parents know. Like, all right. So when we moved up here, I was 9 years old. So I would go back for the summer and all the little breaks and stuff. So when I would go down there, I would be with Bird and them, because they still live there. So we would go to all these girls' houses, and we would go to this one park and just catch girls. And man, you would meet a girl, and you can just walk her home, and her mama just let you spend a night, and she just met you 15 minutes ago.
No.
And I mean and we was on the west side. That's how it was all the time there.
It's certain
Like they mamas
cousins my
promoted
kids
their
couldn't even
daughters
go
to
over
have
their
kids.
house. The
Man,
hell?
not only would they listen, they mama gonna cook you something to eat.
People crazy.
She gonna make sure the girl treats you good there. I mean, it's like, and I'm talking 14, 15, 12, 13, whatever the case may be. It's crazy. So when I heard about the R. Kelly thing, I'm like, man, they bogus on that because I know how them folks is down there. And that man
First of all,
ain't.
I have one daughter. Okay, my daughter will be 34 this year. My and she's been with the same man. And she met him in Atlanta. When she graduated from high school, she wanted to move to Atlanta with my sister that was there. Went up there, came back pregnant. And I told her when she got here, I said, baby, you pregnant? No, 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 no. But to make a long story short, my foot was on my neck. I'm proud to say my daughter is 34 years old. And you can't say this day and time. This is rare. Like for instance, my son's 25 and a virgin, but my daughter's 34 years old and has had two sexual partners. That is rare to really hear. But my foot was on her neck because I knew how I was. So no, we definitely gonna have to talk about that topic because no, he should not be in jail. I'm sorry. And I'ma still play his music. I'ma still post it and everything else. And whoever don't like it, they can delete me. Because no one ever said that man, raped him. They may not like how he had sex with him, but you still stuck. You stayed. Some went back. No. Mm-mm.
This dude's stupid. But listen, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say or promote? Not your OnlyFans channel. Yeah. But anything else.
No.
I'm good.
Cat,
He's awful.
I bet Shanae probably do got OnlyFans.
What did he say?
I bet you do got an OnlyFans page.
I don't, but I just told my man I wanted one, and
Oh Lord,
yeah, I don't.
bring him back in here so we
I'm
can
nothing
pray.
but honest. Hey, I'm honest. Don't ask me nothing you don't want to know.
You really do want an OnlyFans page?
Well, it's not gonna be. I was gonna do my feet, and
I would do it.
yeah, and then I was gonna do something else.
Oh,
When
Lord.
people come over my house and they say, "Can I get on your Wi-Fi?" and I'll be like, "Just look through it." And everybody, when it pop up, they like, "That's you right there, big nipples." Yeah. So anyway, but nothing like where you about to see my face and stuff like that. No, not nothing. I was gonna do OnlyFans for like my feet or like my nipple, my breast. Yeah. Something like
You
that.
say her nipples. I'm gonna do my nipples. That's okay. Is it that easy?
I told my man, no,
Don't do it.
listen. I told my man, I told him I'm about to put his private part on the OnlyFans page. I said, I'm about to make money off of you. He was like, no, you're not. I said, I got enough pictures to do it.
Oh Lord. Hey man, shoot. Now, you know what? Seriously, I would do the feet thing.
Yeah.
As crazy as it is, man, you make a lot of money just
Oh, I got little cousins doing it. When they told me about it, it made me turn my head like, shit, what?
I would do the feet. Hell, I might paint my feet.
Damn. I gotta see your
feet. Wow.
Matter of fact, I challenge you to post a picture of your feet and put it on your page tonight.
No, they won't. I won't do it tonight. Not these things. My feet
Why
ain't been
not?
done. Shit. Hey, please.
You don't keep your feet taken care of?
Hell no. Not even close.
Where's your
you
wife
know what?
at?
I don't think I ever got my feet done until the last like 5 years. I ain't never
Where's
got
your
my
wife
feet.
at?
She in Texas right now.
That's not like a requirement to at least keep your or her keep your feet up.
She ain't gonna do it.
I keep my
She just gonna complain that if I don't get them done. But it ain't no requirement.
I do my man's feet. No. Mm-mm. My man has a foot fetish, so I'm like, so you can't just your feet can't be looking any kind of way. But yeah, he have a foot fetish. He won't mess with you if you don't have pretty feet. Seriously.
I hate that. I got nice looking feet, but I'm very ticklish, and I don't like for my feet to be bothered.
I'm going if I don't get to that shot in a timely manner, that man got a problem.
How often you gotta go to the shop?
Huh?
How often you gotta go to the shop?
I only go sometimes. It depends on if an occasion is coming up. So I only go once a month, or if an occasion is coming up and I have to change the polish and everything, because I know how to take care. I managed a beauty supply store for over 15 years, so I know how to. Of course, I sold the products. I know how to do. I know how to do my own feet and his feet. I know how to take care of them. But I get, I'm not about to tell you like you probably do, but I don't get regular polish, of course.
What you get, shellac?
Huh?
I say, what you get, shellac powder?
I do that sometimes. I get different things. I just don't get regular polish on them because the regular polish chip too fast. And plus I be doing water aerobics. I have to get my knees done. And so I've been doing water aerobics and stuff to get to my weight goal.
How much you trying to lose?
It's not trying. I have to lose 50 pounds for my height.
That's what I'm trying to lose.
50. Yeah, from my height. I actually was there and COVID hit, and I was like, it was scheduled. My surgery first knee was scheduled for that April, and COVID hit, and I was like, damn. I had just got a hysterectomy, matter of fact, in March, and then it was shut down after that. I got some topics for yours.
Just send them to me.
Start up.
Yeah, send them to me.
Because
that's how we do it.
I want to talk about sex after a hysterectomy.
Oh Lord! No,
because a lot of women don't want to be touched anymore, and my man told me I act like a 14-year-old little girl.
That makes sense.
And he's.
Have you had a hysterectomy, Cat?
No.
You want to get one tomorrow?
No.
It ain't that simple.
I know it's not, because I actually do want one. Oh,
I can tell you how to get it.
Me too.
Yeah, I really wasn't supposed to have one. But I told them this is what was going on and all this. And they did it, but I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna just talk about it on because I got some things to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
because
about
it don't always go. It don't always go the right way. Sometimes you don't even want to be touched no more after that. And then you'll have a person like me that wanted too much, and my man is like I said, he's 41, and he's like, "Hey man, you better go get one of them toys or something, because you're driving me crazy."
Well, ain't nobody trying to touch Cat right now anyway, so she should go get it done.
I think you low key won't, Cat, even though you married.
That's my nigga there for real.
No,
today I don't know if it was back in the day.
You can't talk about it.
Only time I would have messed with Cat is when I very first met her. You probably was 12.
But then he seen all them damn brothers I had, and he ran away.
Yeah, her family and my family real close.
Really?
So it's like we family. So yeah, I wouldn't. Now my other family members are messing with her. They don't care. Like one of my cousins mess with her sister. But no, I don't do that. Our families are real close. Then I don't.
How long you been married, sir?
4 years. 4.5, something like that.
Oh, Cat. Yeah, you gotta come back on here with me, Cat.
Oh Lord, we're
I
gonna get
will.
you and Cat a show.
No, because I'm listening to you. And I see how you harass me. You be coming on my post. I'll be like, here he go.
Hey,
Here
man,
he
we be
go.
having fun on your posts.
No, absolutely. Anybody that don't want to have fun, I would delete them real fast. Like, please get off of here. I'm serious. Why did
But
you
we
wake up
we can
like this
talk
today?
about me and him. We can talk about he's like the brother I never had. We can talk about any and everything as far as men and relationships and stuff like that. And we've never came at each other like we want to try to date each other or anything like that. And we've been knowing each other since we were kids. And it's
That's
always
awesome.
just been like, you know, love, like that brotherly love. We can talk about relationships and,
See, it wouldn't
everything.
work for him like that with me though. Just being honest.
That's why she got a baby at 16 and 15.
No, it was yeah,
Yeah.
16, 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 16, 17. And then I waited, of course. I got surprised like 9 years later, like, hey, hello.
So you got three? Oh, you got
Yeah,
twins.
my
you said.
youngest is the one that was
Oh, your
talking
grand.
is 25.
Oh, your grandkids are twins.
Yeah, my older two grandchildren are identical twins. They're 14. Well, they about to be 14 this year. Those are I said I got four grandchildren. Twins, they're 13, then it goes 9, 7. Yeah. My daughter has three. My oldest son that's about to be 35, he has one.
How
And
old
my
is your daughter?
youngest, of course, is a virgin.
How old is your daughter?
She'll be 34 this year. 34.
Man, you
She
got
got
kids
pregnant
my
with the
age.
twins. She got pregnant, like I said, she graduated early, but I let her leave when she was 18. And she got pregnant at 19 when she came back from Atlanta, and I knew it. I seen it, and it was devastating for her because she didn't want to be, but she didn't. Down here she was still protected. Made sure when she went to them appointments and up there, it was a different story. She didn't get in with a doctor and do what she's supposed to do, and she got pregnant. And I was like, well, you're gonna have to deal with it, and then she got that in her mind, like, okay, I got this, mama. I said, that don't stop your dreams, which my daughter she's a moneymaker, she's living her dream.
Is that
And I
when she got
said,
pregnant with the twins?
well, when she got pregnant with the twins, it was, I mean, when she thought she was having one, she was fine. Well, finally. And I was, video recording the ultrasound, and when they swiped, me and the lady said at the same time, "Oh, twins!" And I dropped the camera, and then I looked at her because her husband kept saying, "Oh, It runs on his side of the family." He kept saying, "I'm gonna be the one to have twins. I'm gonna be the one out of all my siblings to have twins." And he kept saying it, and he was right. And she, the lady finished up, and then my daughter looked over at me with tears in her eyes and busted out crying and was like, "Mama, what am I gonna do?" I said, "Raise them babies. You got a village." So yeah, and she just thought it was gonna stop her goal, her dreams. And I said, "Baby, please, it didn't stop your mama. So you okay?"
Well, kids normally don't stop stripper dreams. So
No,
we know
see, I
your
just told
dreams.
you my daughter's nothing like
I'm
me.
talking about you. You talking about it didn't stop mama.
Oh well, no, 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 no. I wasn't a stripper. Not out there. Just only in my
Cat, I
privacy.
seen her as Shady Lady back in the day.
You probably did, because I'm gonna tell you. See, you playing, but honestly, my son's father that just passed away, that I was with that for that long haul, almost 20 years, off and on, and that's because he had a drug problem. Yeah, that's what we did. We actually he enjoyed going to strip clubs together.
I
So
never went to a strip club till I was probably 30 something. No, I don't really get none out of strip club.
you know what? He just went with me for me because he was like, I ain't tipping them damn girls. We be sitting at the bar drinking. He be like, I'm not giving them no damn money. I'm like,
No, that's right. That's how I would be.
he'll give me a couple of dollars and have me do it. But other than that, he was like, no, we sitting here drinking and we'll order some food and we'll go. But yeah,
Cat
but he
tried to be
get
a stripper
mad.
when we was kids.
Who?
But Cat tried to be a stripper when we was kids, but her brothers wouldn't let her. What happened?
You a lie and a half. I never.
That's where she get the name Cat from. Her stripper
Cat,
name
he's
was
trying to
Pussy
give
Cat.
you everything. He's trying to give you everything, and it's him.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I've been knowing it since she was a little boy. I'm telling you what it was. I'm telling you.
How long did you date your wife before you married her?
Not long at all. I met my wife when I was messing with this one chick. Me and my wife met playing dominoes online. And so I met her in like January of 19. And we talked, and she used to host tournaments and stuff. So she would call me and we talk about dominoes and
What's going on?
you know.
Are y'all still there because it's troubleshooting?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Hello?
Think you froze. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, she got froze. But anyway. Cat, you know.
Yeah, I think hers went off.
Yeah, she cut it off because
Do you see the messages? Yeah, people putting down there.
I keep highlighting the stupid one, this idiot.
It said he's more like the sister you never wanted.
I know, I put that up there for y'all to see. Look at this one.
He does want Cat Williams. He's a Lord have mercy.
Look at her.
Damn. You never went to a strip club till you watched Magic Mike. I've never wanted to go. Period.
I didn't either.
I was not into it.
My thing was if I wouldn't mind a woman stripping for me, but you strip for everybody.
Right. Exactly.
And I
wasn't into that. You know me. I was always a lady in the streets.
Or man. You flip flop.
See, I'm done with you. That's why I ain't coming on your show no more.
You'll be back. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, I got plenty to do. I can be doing.
I seen y'all at Nieces. I didn't even know that was you. I said,
at Nieces?
You and your daughter.
Me and my daughter, we went to Nieces not too long ago.
I know. I seen y'all. I was in there.
Really? Why you didn't speak?
Because y'all went all the way over there. We was doing something. I'll be back. I normally go there with a bunch of old guys. And we was doing something. I think I got a phone call for a job interview. I think that's why. So I ended up going outside.
Because I would have seen you and you didn't recognize me. I would have cut your ass out.
Well, I think you too fat.
Don't be acting brand new now.
I knew y'all was hungry, so I was hungry.
We sure was. I ain't gonna lie, we was.
I know, because y'all ran to the table.
You a lie and a half. We ain't ran to no damn table.
Ronald used to come there every day.
Ronald, yeah, that's his spot. Him and Easy is pretty tight.
Every now and then, Tanya coming there with him, but yeah, he's coming there every day.
Yep, that's his spot. Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get off here and call my wife.
All right.
I'm gonna hit y'all up. We do a
All
show
right.
tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Sure thing.
All right, Alexa. Alexa Esver.